Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos, Fathom Hobby. This is Season 15, Episode 6 of Eldritch Horror, and we are playing against the great old one, Antidiluvium. We had a good Episode 5. Quick recap of Episode 5. We got a new active rumor on the board. We're still in the Dead Countenance second mystery. We've not had any progress on the Doom track, and so we will jump into round number 6. Before we do, quick shout out to our sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got the podcast series Volume 1 out in publication, Jungian Alchemy and Horror and Science Fiction. H.P. Lovecraft essays feature in this. So if you're interested in some Jungian aspects of Lovecraft, go check it out. We've also got the classic, now classic, second series, the continuation series from the Catu Journals. This is the 3-volume set called Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment, featuring Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, Hermeticism of Hastur, and Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragments. These are all available in our bookstore, so go check those out. It helps to support the channel. You can also read Genealogy of Cthulhu by August Moldenhauer out in our Patreon. Go check that out. And lastly, leaving comments, liking, subscribing this video, sharing these videos, and ringing the bell to get notified when we have new content out, like Joan of Arc, Song of Ice and Fire, miniature paintings, and board games like Eldritch Horror, Cthulhu Death May Die. We've got the Cthulhu Death May Die Season 3 on the way. I think it's going to ship by December is when it's coming, so we were part of that Kickstarter, so that's a first for us, so let's look forward to that. Okay, so just jump into round number 6, starting out with Carson Sinclair. I'm going to have him move a space back here, and he will also try to get rid of one of his conditions here. So I'm going to roll for this madness one. He doesn't get to discard his thing, but he gets to try it. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to have him move first. Actually, I'll have him move first. And then he'll move there, and then he can do a trade instead of doing that mode. So he will trade him let's have him trade. He's going to take a clue in this, and he's going to give him this ally. Oh, forget that. Did you see this? So silly. Okay, so let's have him, here, start over again. Sorry, guys. We'll start over again because Hildgrid Haskane gives him, when you get this card from the deck, you gain 5 clues. So he gains 5 clues. So 1, 2. Let's give him back these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has 5 clues now. I'm going to give him a train ticket. He can also perform one more action. So he will spend a sanity to spend one more action. And that extra action will be a move. He will trade in his train ticket and go 1, 2 to Tunguska. So that's much better use of his. Oh, sorry, these he keeps these. So he will go to Tunguska and try to close that active expedition. Next up, Tommy Muldoon, the rookie cop. Tommy Muldoon will go up to here. Does he have a condition? He's going to take the action to do this test of a blessing. So he'll go ahead and test. He fails, so he doesn't get the condition. That's fine. But he will move for the Mystic's Ruins encounter. Finally, Hank Sampson. Let's have him close the gate again, try to close the gate again. And he will go ahead and grab a token to reroll. He will also rest 1 to heal up the sanity. Okay, so now we are in our encounters phase. For turn 6, we'll start out with Samson. He's going to do the active expedition in Tunguska. It says, you encounter a craft built for traveling through space, but the radiation in the area seems to have killed most of the Migo inside. You look through the equipment, but being in the area makes you feel sick. So you roll a test. We get 6. If you find a map that shows occult events, gain 1 clue. So he can gain another clue. This guy's full of clues. You look for more maps. We've got a 6 and a 6, so you pass. I think I hit this camera Sorry, guys. If you pass, use them to coordinate your fight. Advance the active mystery by 1. What does advance the active mystery by 1 mean? This always messes me up. What does advance the active mystery by 1? If you fail the Migo, use a device to disrupt your language. I don't know. Steph V, tell me what that means. Advance the active mystery by 1. So we turn another active mystery card, or we are on the 3rd active mystery by this card. I never understand this. Okay, that's fine. So we'll leave it up there for now. I'll go Google it after this. I'll go on to Board Game Geeks and find out. Do my little bit of research on that one. Okay, that's fine. So the active mystery is fine. We do get to move this expedition now. The new expedition will be in Shanghai. But as a result of this, as an encounter, an investigator and the active investigator may attempt to uncover secrets lost to time and history for the active rumor. So I'm going to try to uncover secrets of time and space here. And I get a 6. So if I pass, I get to... If you pass, you may spend clues equal to half. So there's 3 of us, so that's 2 clues. I will place this on this rumor, and we can close this active rumor at the end of the turn. And that is going to be that for the active rumor. So we don't get that other one. So that is our Carson Sinclair. Let's move to Tommy Muldoon. He will do the ruins. Pennacotus. You believe at some point in your future you will be here, trapped in the body of a Yithian. You search the city of the great race, looking to find your future self, stuck in the form of one of those creatures. Tommy Muldoon rolls a check, gets a 6. They will offer you, gain 1 relic unique asset. Then he asks you to write a cryptic warning. Again, 5 passes. If you pass, you understand you may move the omen counterclockwise by 1 without advancing doom. If you fail, you scream Sandy. So we can move this back by 1. And that's fine. So let's give this to Tommy Muldoon. And then finally, Hank Sampson's going to try to close that gate. 1 more round closing the gate, the future. You find yourself wading through the endless river of time. Indecipherable visions of past, present, and future dragging at your legs, trying to pull you under. You steer yourself and try to make headway against the raging current. I got 4 of these, but I have to roll another one because it's a strength test for Samson. 2, and I also will play a reroll, 2 rerolls. I'll try 2 rerolls for these. 2 of these dice I'll get to reroll. And I get 5s. Okay, so if you pass, you emerge triumphant, gain a boon condition. So Hank Sampson gains a boon condition. Let us now go to our Mythos phase. Mythos phase. First of all, we advance the active rumor to green. We have no green gates opened. This gate is closed. You ask the young astronomer, wait, then we have to do our reckoning. So first reckoning, any investigator does not have a corruption condition gains 1. Unless discard 1, then discard. Okay, so we have to gain corruption tokens for Tommy Muldoon and Hank Sampson. And then we get to cast this out. So that active rumor is closed. And then search the expedition encounter deck for each card corresponding to the active edition. Return those cards to the game box. Okay, so it's just move from Tokyo to somewhere else. So we're going to move from Shanghai to somewhere else. So we'll take Shanghai out of the deck. Oh, this is like, as long as this opens, you keep pulling cards out. And so I'm going to look for all the Shanghai ones and remove them from the deck. Shanghai, 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 Shanghai. Nope, Istanbul. Okay, so those Shanghai ones have been moved. And we'll just go back to the deck now. So these get put back in the box. And the active mystery now goes to Tokyo. Okay, so that's that. And last is a spawn a gate. Oh, Castigane figure grows erratic. Sorry, I have to do a couple more of these. Flip this card. Roll a dice and then check the effect. 5 or 6, gain 1 clue again, and then flip this card. Next up is the hallucination condition. We can check that one. We check on the back. It's not a 1. Dark Pact, we get the condition. It is a 2, not a 1. So that's that. Any other conditions here? Done. Reckoning conditions done. No reckoning condition on the great old one. Okay, so reckoning conditions are out. Let's go to spawn a gate. We get the Heart of Africa. And we will put a monster on that. And the monster is a Dimensional Shambler. Okay, so now let's get into the dead stars. It says, you asked the young astronomer to explain the points on his stellar map that do not appear on yours. White dwarfs, he says, dead stars. You now see what you could not before. Now you now see what you could not before. The ancient alignment has already come to pass. The end is nigh. The dead stars. Move the omen to the green space on the omen track. Then advance doom for each gate that corresponds to that omen. Okay, no doom advance. If there are 1 or more Eldritch tokens on the green space of the omen track, advance the doom by 1 and place 1 additional Eldritch token on that space. Okay, so I place an Eldritch token on this space. So we have Eldritch tokens on all these spaces. So we're going to discard this now. That was it. Okay. So that's going to do it for round number 6. We'll see you guys in round number 7. Thanks for watching. That was a long round, but we did get to close an active rumor. And I will check out on what it means by advance the active mystery by 1. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.